So many different companies vying for a piece of this market. How does this Amazon Whole Foods deal change the game now?
Well, I think it dramatically reshapes everything, right? I mean, all of a sudden you've got this behemoth that comes in and makes all these littler players all of a sudden look a lot smaller even still, right? Because you've got the ability and the reach that Amazon has. I mean, there's a lot of very interesting synergies between between Amazon and Whole Foods and what you can do. So all of a sudden, it becomes very interesting. And when you throw in the new little Amazon Wand Dash device, where you can tie that into your shopping as well. I mean, they've got a very interesting angle that changes the whole nature of how we think about groceries. I think that makes it really tough for the little guys.
Ellen, Instacart is a big competitor to Amazon Fresh, and yet they have a partnership with Whole Foods. What does this mean for Instacart?
It is super complicated for Instacart. So Whole Foods was their first national retail partner. They're actually an investor in Instacart. They've had this tight relationship for years. And then to go around and have Whole Foods all of a sudden be a subsidiary of Amazon, very complicated for Instacart. They do have 4 years left in a 5-year contract that they signed with Whole Foods.
And that contract holds?
Apparently, yes, that's what we're hearing. It's still valid, and what it does is it allows Instacart to be the exclusive delivery provider for most of Whole Foods products, both perishables and non-perishables.
There's always been a question about whether a grocery delivery startup could succeed. I mean, it goes all the way back to Webvan and that spectacular failure. Is grocery delivery just something that a big company is going to own?
I think so, and I think the fact that Amazon made the purchase that they did of a grocery store, I know you guys have been talking about Target and other places, they chose grocery first, right? That says something, and I think what that says is that groceries are a very difficult thing to do online. We were chatting beforehand, people do a lot of random purchases when they're shopping for groceries, much more so than other categories, and I think that's just the reality of how people like to shop for food, and I think that's very difficult to overcome, and of course then obviously Amazon gets all the benefits, the real estate and all the other warehousing and all those other kinds of things. But I do think it says something about the nature of online shopping can only go so far.
Yeah, I mean, personal story, I think I did online grocery shopping for about a year, and then I started going back to going into the physical store, and I just had such a more pleasant experience. What does this mean, Ellen, for all of those other, whether it's Postmates or Caviar or, Blue Apron? What does it mean for those companies?
Well, I think one of the most interesting things for for Instacart is that their pitch to retail partners is often, hey, partner with us, we can provide delivery for you so that you don't get stomped out by Amazon. And in a way, Amazon buying Whole Foods may actually bolster Instacart's pitch because they can say, hey, look, Amazon is really serious about this. If you want to succeed on your own, you need to partner with a third-party delivery. So it's not just Instacart, but there are other third-party providers who could also start going to grocery stores and saying, you really need to work with us because, look, you have a huge competitor who is even more powerful now, and partnering with us may be the way to save yourself.
Bob,